Hola, ¿qué tal? Soy Javi de mikeandjavi.com. Esto es English Listening. Hoy Mike nos va a hablar sobre las soap operas o seriales televisivos. Mike, adelante con el vídeo.
Hello and welcome back to English Listening. My name is Mike from mikeandjavi.com. Today I thought that I would give you my personal recommendations for other English listening material that you can find on the internet. Now, 6 or 7 months ago, I was in one of the Google Plus communities, and I was talking to a group of people that were trying to learn English, and they asked me specifically what I recommended for listening materials. And the problem they had was that there's so much media available in English on the internet that at times it's hard to tell what is appropriate for listening material and what is inappropriate listening material. Now, how would I categorize appropriate versus inappropriate? Well, there is material that is full of too many colloquialisms. A colloquialism is basically kind of the vernacular of a smaller community, you know, and it can be kind of confusing if you're really trying to learn English and you're watching things that are full of colloquial language. And so what I really thought of was what type of media is not too full of colloquialisms, and it's also going to give you good sentence structure and proper grammar and things like that. I think those are important things for a person who's a English language learner. So what came to mind first really was soap operas. Now, I know everybody not everybody likes watching soap operas. And I mean, the actual content of a soap opera is generally kind of just a continuous, ridiculous, romantic triangle. And it's really stupid plots, you know, that are utilized in soap operas. But I have to admit that in my past, in college, there was a few times when I'd turn it on and I'd watch it, and it was just, you kind of get sucked into soap operas sometimes. And the funny thing actually about soap operas is that you can actually leave or stop watching a soap opera for a year or more, and you can come back and sit down, and after just watching one episode, you can pretty much figure out what happened to everybody up to that point. And it's so slow moving, the plots, that you can miss a lot of the plot and come in and pretty much pick up where you left off pretty quickly. Which actually is a really nice thing if you're trying to use it as a language learning form of media, because you can kind of keep up with the subject, the plot, even if you can't watch it every single day. But here's the thing about the soap operas that I think makes them effective as a teaching tool for listening, and that is that I find if you're watching a soap opera that the conversation between the characters is usually very grammatically correct. In fact, I would say at times it's unrealistically grammatically correct. Meaning you'll have 16-year-old kids having a conversation that I feel was, it was obviously written by a 30 or 40-year-old writer. And you can tell at times because it's a little bit more sophisticated than I would expect from a 16-year-old. But that's the thing about the soap operas, is that you're going to have conversations that are going to be extremely grammatically correct, and they're going to be great examples for learning. Now, some of the soap operas that you can watch, and I'm going to include some of these in the description, are Young and the Restless, General Hospital, which I think is one of the most popular. I think it's the most popular soap opera in the United States. We used to have a whole bunch that got canceled in the last year or two, like One Life to Live and stuff like that. But I will try to put a list of some of these soap operas in the description below. You may need a proxy in order to actually view some of these videos. That's because sometimes the videos are limited to a specific territory. I'll try to also put that in the description below. I would just say try to watch some of these videos that I put in the description below. They're great ways to learn, and they're going to give you the correct grammatical structures that are useful. So I think that should pretty much sum it up. Check out the soap operas below, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Muy bien, vamos con las preguntas. ¿Por qué cree Mike que las soap operas son un buen material para el listening? Segunda pregunta. ¿Qué destaca Mike sobre la trama de las soap operas? Y tercera y última pregunta. ¿Por qué dice Mike que los personajes adolescentes de este tipo de series no suenan realistas? Bien, pues como siempre, las respuestas a estas preguntas las tenéis justo debajo de este vídeo. Y os recordamos que en mikeandjavi.com tenéis todos nuestros vídeos, así como nuestros blogs textuales, tanto el de Mike como el mío mismo, y algunos recursos útiles para el aprendizaje de idiomas. Nada más, simplemente pediros que os suscribáis a nuestro canal de YouTube si todavía no lo habéis hecho, y si os ha gustado el vídeo, marquéis el dedo pulgar hacia arriba en el lugar correspondiente. Gracias, hasta la próxima.